Hello once again. This is Reni Sentana-Ries coming to you with another article that I wrote some 20 plus years ago. However, I find that it's very important in order to have our understanding on deeply social issues corrected if they need correction. The headline of the article that I wrote at the time is called Safeguarding the Human Race from Tyranny. I wrote, in past history, rulers of nations and empires were the law of the land. Their decrees were not subject to debate. Under their rule, the people were either blessed or cursed, depending on the monarch's disposition. Then a hidden hand incited revolutions, duping the people with slogans, and after much bloodshed occurred, which included the violent removal of monarchies, the people were duped once more into the adoption of constitutions, making them believe that under democratic rule they would enjoy freedom and gain control over their lives. Surviving monarchs became just figureheads residing in the midst of democratized nations. The hidden hand did not object to the finest constitutions ever written, for it full well knew how to effectively neutralize any good ever written into any constitution. Their, quote, educated sons became lawyers, monopolized the legislative, executive, and judicial powers of any democracy. Conditions became amended to open floodgates of subversions, and within a few decades of the objective of setting up democracies via constitutions became lost in the creation of tyrannies with a different face. And so it happened that today the people have not realized their dream of true liberation from political oppression as they were hoping, for one form of tyranny was merely replaced by another far worse. They had jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire. Their democratic institutions became breeding grounds for subversion by a powerful hidden hand, and the fall of man had once again become perpetuated. In the past I have spoken of righteous rule. Righteous government can only be realized by righteous men and women. A constitution may reflect the righteousness on paper, but it has no life of its own unless represented by righteous men and women. In a contest between a decree written by righteous men and a host of unrighteous men controlling the process of implementation, one can easily see that there is no contest. Righteousness is unenforceable by decree written on paper. It only has power where represented by righteous man. And so the corruptors of humanity call all politicians idiots. Some have good intentions, but their influence can never have a lasting effect. I have written to you also about the meaning of human, holy, universal man. If the ruler of a nation is not one reflecting the true meaning of holy and universal, then how on earth can one expect righteous rule and contentment for the people? Remove these two attributes from mankind, and what you have is chaos and disintegration. The course taken then becomes one toward doomsday. So, what is the solution? Reinstate righteous, holy, and universal men and women back into leadership over nation-states. Empower them with the rule of law, and what you have is righteous rule, creating peace, a feeling of security and prosperity for the people. You will also have peace among nations, for one righteous ruler will never find aught to battle another nation of his own kind. Bear in mind that righteous rule must be upheld with a firm hand against its foes. When a firm hand becomes necessary, if re-emerging chaos is to be avoided. With these video clips, I am not giving you current event news type information, but I hope to pass on to you information for broadening our understanding of the difference between right and wrongs of running a society. We must not repeat the mistakes of our bloodied past any time ever again. It is a serious issue to safeguard the human race from tyranny. And one of the purposes of our being here in this particular incarnation is to achieve just that. We cannot sit by idly watching how our brothers and sisters of this world are being tormented by unrighteous rule. And so, at that time, some 20 years ago, I wrote this article hoping that it would spread. Whether it has, I don't know. Much time has gone by, and many issues that we raised at the time can be passed on from hand to hand. And so finally, when I ran into these many articles I wrote at the time, I decided to present them to you in a video format. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope I see you again listening to more of these upcoming video clips that I will present. As I said, they're not current news events, but informational pertaining to the way we ought to see the world today. And thank you again. Have a good day, and a good evening, and a good night. Bye-bye.